Ladies and gentlemen, the week is, 2 days in and it's already been pretty busy. First of all, I had my history exam just yesterday, which was kind of nerve-wracking for me. Not only a test of my knowledge of history, but also really my German comprehension and speaking skills. But I passed, so that's good. And second, my flight home got changed to where basically I wasn't going to make my connecting flight back over to the States. So I've had to deal with that for the past day or so, but I think everything is fixed now. But that is neither here nor there, because today we are going to be heading into Salzburg in Austria just for the day. One of my last few, solo big day trips that I kind of mentioned last vlog. So yeah, very exciting. I've had a lot of massive recommendations for Salzburg, so I'm very excited. Looking forward to visiting it. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Salzburg. Not most impressive view right off the bat. The train station does not spit us out in downtown or the middle of downtown, as opposed to some of the other train stations across Germany. But well, I guess this isn't Germany, so I don't know. Still making my way downtown. As I make my way, I notice some nicer looking buildings. That's a little more Austrian in my opinion. Especially, the church in the mountains in the background. That's quite nice. I think it kind of reminds me of Stuttgart, but the mountains are a little more extreme. It definitely feels a little more Austrian, I guess, even though I haven't much experience with Austria, so going off of stereotyping at least, it feels right. Interesting. At the edge of the city, this is a very, very German trend. At the edge of the city, it just ends. There's, as you can see, a mountain there usually. At least in Stuttgart, it's like once the city ends, there's just farm fields. And in Austria, it's mountains. So, all right, this is more like it. I like the look of this. I'm gonna explore down here for a bit. I do quite like this a lot. This is pastel, very pastel colored. Is that typically Austrian? I don't know. Maybe just Salzburg. This is not bad at all. Quite like this. Yeah, I think I can see why people recommended I come here. This is... whew. Notice there's a lot of things around here named after Mozart. On a completely unrelated note, here is the house where Mozart was born. Pretty cool museum. And there's a grocery store in the first floor, so I might as well check that out because I'm starting to get hungry. Well, that was a bust. Honestly, I think finding a food for today's food review is going to be a bit tricky because honestly, I can't think of many Austrian foods or beverages outside of Wiener Schnitzel and now Almdudler and I guess one other that I'll get to later. Is that a McDonald's? It is a McDonald's. See, even in Europe, they got nice looking buildings for things. And in America, it's the same copy and paste building all over the place. Yeah. Speaking of that other beverage. Pretty cool store for almost all things Red Bull, except for, believe it or not, Red Bull. I.e., I am still hungry. I find just the sheer cliffs around the city to be especially cool, and it looks like there's some sort of, I don't know, old bunker or something right here. I'm not exactly sure what that is. And then way up on the hilltop, we've got the castle up there. Don't know if I'll be able to get to that today, but looks cool, very imposing. All right, I think I got something. Don't think it counts as a proper meal, but it'll have to do. So I've had plenty of normal pretzels in Germany. I thought something like a chocolate-covered pretzel would be sacrilege, but that's only until now I found something called the Mozart Pretzel, which is a chocolate-covered pretzel with jam. I'm very curious about this. It's not like a normal pretzel. It's like a softer, sweeter than normal pretzel, covered in chocolate, and I don't know. They said jam. I'm not exactly sure what this white, like icing-looking tasting thing is. Some sort of icing. Tastes a little bit fruity, but overall pretty good. Maybe like white chocolate drizzle or something. I don't think it's jam though. But it's pretty good. I highly recommend. Honestly, even calling it a pretzel is a bit of a stretch. It's more like a pretzel-shaped pastry. Pretty good dessert. Slightly messy, though, so maybe not the best thing to eat in public. This statue is tripping me out. It's... no matter how you look at it, it looks sideways. I'm very confused. I need to lie down after witnessing this. So contrary to what I said literally just a few moments ago, I've decided I am going to go up to the fortress, and to get up there we have to take a funicular, which is a fun word I learned recently, meaning diagonal train. Never been on one before, so that'll be another fun mode of transportation I can cross off the bucket list. What a view. You know, I can definitely see why Otto and the boys recommended I come over here. This is a nice looking city. Like I said, compared to America, it's crazy just how quickly you can transition from city into just countryside. I mean, we're in the mountains, so it's maybe a bit exaggerated, not the best example, but still. Like all men, I find armories very cool. I find this room quite amusing because on this description on the wall, it's talking about Paracelsus. Probably saying that right, but it says on the other languages he was known as a doctor or a physician. Only one line. And then for English, I'm presuming for the Americans, they have a second line explaining what a physician is. Hey, Gray, I got something for you. Well, for the 13-ish euros I paid to get up here, pretty solid value, I'd say. Would recommend checking out if you're into medieval-ish museums. Now, there is one place in particular that I know for sure that I want to visit today, so I'm going to go ahead and head on over there now. So, like I alluded to earlier, Red Bull is an Austrian company. Their headquarters aren't too far from here. And aside from energy drinks, they are also known for a variety of things, including but not limited to two Formula One teams, dozens of sports teams, a variety of promotional stunts, a lifestyle clothing brand, and their sponsorship of numerous things, including pretty much all things racing, extreme sports, and aerobatics. So this is Hangar 7, a museum for pretty much all Red Bull and Red Bull sponsored vehicles, planes, aircraft, and really all things that go. Otto highly recommended this to me because of course he would. And while he was describing it, I thought that this was exactly my kind of place. So very excited for it. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Very, very cool museum. I just wish it was bigger because, slight issue, I expected slash hoped it would eat up a lot more of my time than it did. So, but still, very cool stuff, and I quite enjoyed it. Highly recommend. I'd say I've been pretty satisfied with my trip to Salzburg overall, seeing more or less what I wanted to see, satisfied my curiosity. So yeah, I could definitely see a day trip out here being warranted by those of you in the area. So yeah, I definitely give it my recommendation. Salzburg has been very cool. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. In addition to that one room in the castle earlier, I've noticed a couple t-shirts around here being sold that say no kangaroos in Austria. So I think they are well aware of what Americans are like, and they want us to know our place. I got time, so let's check out the Franciscan Church. Not quite as mind-blowing as Cologne, but still pretty cool. Just passing the time. It's been an interesting day. I've seen a lot and learned a little bit as well, including the origin of Salzburg's name being the salt barges that originated from the castle and were then transported up and down the river, which considering what Salzburg's name translates as, I'm a bit disappointed I didn't put two and two together before then. But yeah, overall quite fond of Salzburg. The almost exclusively pastel-colored buildings are very pretty and kind of relaxing, and the cobblestone streets of old Salzburg are pretty fun to wander around for a good hour and a half or so. And plus, if you like old castles, and there's plenty of those in the area, so good city to put on your to-visit list. So yeah, that's just about gonna do it for today's vlog. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. Make sure you stay tuned for the next vlog coming out hopefully soon. And until then, hope you guys have a good one. My favorite, the hot ice burger.